If you walk across the desert, you will hardly find any trees. Now, the reason for lack of vegetation cover in deserts is that this place is extremely dry and the amount of rainfall is also low. So, one can only find thorny bushes in desert. Yes, a noteworthy feature of desert's plants is that they have thorns and small or no leaves. These plants also have green stems. So, the plants found in deserts are indeed very unique. Now, do you know what are these plants called? The plants that grow in deserts are known as xerophytic plants or simply xerophytes. Now, xerophyte is a Greek word where xero means dry and phyte means plant. So, xerophyte simply means a plant that can survive in a dry region and needs little water to grow. Now, you must be inquisitive to know how these plants survive in a dry region because life without water is actually impossible. We shall now discuss about the adaptations of xerophytic plants. Since water is scarce in deserts, so the plants look for ways in which they can preserve water. Thus, there are three prominent adaptive features of xerophytic plants. Firstly, we can find that in xerophytic plants, the leaves are reduced to thorns. See, here we have a picture of a xerophytic plant, and here we can see that the plants have prickly thorns. Now, these plants have thorns in order to prevent loss of water through transpiration. To speak more clearly, we know that during transpiration, the water evaporates from the surface of the leaves. In order to prevent this, in xerophytic plants, the leaves are reduced to thorns. These plants also have thick fleshy stem with waxy coating. This helps the plants to store water in their thick green stems. The plants found in deserts or xerophytic plants also have long roots. These long roots penetrate deep into the soil to suck or absorb underground water. So, these are some of the important adaptive features that are observed in xerophytic plants. And these adaptive features, as we discussed, are that the leaves are reduced to thorns, they have thick fleshy stem with waxy coating, and they also have long roots. So, by following these adaptations, the xerophytic plants can survive in the dry climate of a desert. Although vegetation is scarce in desert, but it is not absolutely absent. Thus, one can find some plants in deserts. Some important plants that grow in deserts are cactus, prickly pear, and some grasses. Well, one can also find kikar and date palms. However, kikar and date palms rarely grow in deserts. Now, let us try to answer this question. Which of the following trees is not found in deserts? Is it cactus, prickly pear, date palm, or mangroves? What do you think? Well, the correct answer is mangroves. Mangroves are not found in deserts, while rest of the trees like cactus, prickly pear, and date palm are found in desert. So, the correct answer is mangroves. Tropical deserts are agriculturally unproductive and life is difficult here. However, one can find a green spot in tropical desert, especially around an oasis. Now, oasis is a place in desert which has natural supply of water. So, it is a fertile spot in desert where water is available. So, oasis provides a sigh of relief for the local inhabitants. Thus, one can find human settlements surrounding an oasis. In fact, most of the human settlements are confined to this spot in tropical deserts. We shall now discuss how an oasis is formed. We know strong winds are quite prevalent in desert and they blow away loose particles of sand along with them, thereby forming depressions in the ground. And sometimes these depressions are so huge that the underground water table emerges to the surface, thereby forming an oasis. So this is how an oasis is formed in desert. Now, although tropical deserts are mostly infertile, but it is possible to grow some crops, especially around an oasis. So some of the important crops that can be grown in deserts are millets, maize, pulses and beans. Well, due to unfavorable climatic conditions and less availability of water, tropical deserts are sparsely populated. The native inhabitants of tropical deserts mostly include Bushmen of Kalahari, Aboriginals of Australia, and Bedouins of Sahara. By occupation, these native inhabitants are mostly hunters and food gatherers. They spend nomadic lifestyle and live in tents. That is, they do not have any permanent settlements except around an oasis. Now here we have a summary slide on tropical deserts. Well, if you remember, in our previous lesson, we already discussed about the location and climate of tropical deserts. We discussed that tropical deserts are located in both the hemispheres between 15 to 30 degree latitudes, and also the two important tropics, that is the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, passes through these deserts. The climate of tropical desert is hot and dry. Also, the diurnal range of temperature, that is the variation between day and night temperatures, is very high. This biome also experiences scanty rainfall. So overall, the climate of tropical desert is hot and dry. In today's lesson, we discussed about the vegetation and human adaptations of tropical deserts. We discussed that the vegetation of this biome is sparse and it mostly comprises of xerophytic plants. Then we also discussed about various adaptations of xerophytic plants. Now, since the vegetation is sparse and the climate of this region is unfavorable, so the population density of tropical deserts is very low. In fact, this place is mostly inhabited by nomadic tribes who live as hunters and food gatherers. So this brings us to the end of today's discussion on tropical deserts. In our next video, we will discuss about another biome, that is tropical monsoon. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to learn one-to-one with our amazing teachers or to get access to our 5,000 amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million+ questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubt resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, but it's rewarding too. So register for free now.